It's time once again to interview a coach on the Sports Couch Show, brought to you by People's National Bank, serving you with locations throughout Southern Illinois, member FDIC and equal housing lender, and by Mount Vernon Title Company. When you need title work or real estate closings or contract for deed work, Mount Vernon Title Company. When you think of sports at Centralia High School, many people think of basketball because, after all, Orphans basketball is kind of a way of life for people in Centralia. But truth be known, there are a lot of good baseball players who have come out of Centralia. And one guy in particular just graduated a couple of years ago, and he just finished his freshman season at John A. Logan College, where he put up some amazing numbers statistically. And as a result of his performance at John A. Logan, some big schools came calling, some Division I schools, and he is on his way to play for the team that finished second in the Baseball World Series this year. That's right, Coastal Carolina University. And we are talking about Cruz Harlan of Centralia. He joins us on the Sports Couch right now. Cruz, hey, it's great to have you on. Thanks for taking time out, and congratulations on going to Coastal Carolina. That is so awesome.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you having me on.
You bet. You have to be just thrilled with what's transpired, and it all happened kind of in a hurry, didn't it? Just all of a sudden.
It did, yeah. I'm really excited. It all came out of nowhere. I was planning on going back to Logan the whole summer. There was never really a thought that I was gonna go somewhere else. But once Coastal reached out and I got on a visit down there, my perspective switched a little bit, and I thought it was a good spot.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, let's talk about the year that you had at John A. Logan first, because you did. You put up some lofty numbers. You batted .391 in those 56 games that you played. You hit 9 home runs, 43 RBIs, scored 75 runs, stole 26 bases. And here's what impresses me is the on-base percentage of .523. Think about that, folks. That means that more than half the time that Cruz came up to the plate, he reached base. That's pretty amazing. A .523 on-base percentage. Those are some great numbers, so it's no wonder that you had a lot of Division I schools reaching out with interest of you. That's pretty cool. So, Coastal Carolina, they got second this year in the Baseball World Series. Did you get to watch any of the World Series this year on TV or anything?
I got to watch a decent amount. Whenever I wasn't playing any games over with Thrillville, I'd turn it on, and I did get to watch them play in the championship game against LSU. Unfortunately, they got second, but, they were right there about to win it. But,
yeah. And as you're watching that Baseball World Series, of course, you have no idea at that point in time, Cruz, that these guys are going to come calling soon, did you?
I had no idea.
That's really amazing. And really, John A. Logan is a great place to play baseball. That's a tremendous JUCO baseball program, and I'm sure you were hoping to use it as a stepping stone to maybe play someplace else at a higher level, but you just had no idea it was going to happen after 1 year.
I had no clue, yeah. It's a great spot. It was tough to leave, but yeah. With Coastal, I feel like it's a hard opportunity to pass up.
For sure. Talk about the coaches there at John A. Logan that you played for, and what they did for you and what you learned there.
Well, I'll tell you, I can't tell you enough about them. Starting with Coach Soup, just hands down the best coach I've ever had. Everything he's done for me as far as fixing my swing, helping me with infield stuff, helping me with my approach, and even stuff off the field. He helped me this summer with all the recruiting stuff. He's just a guy you want to play for. If anybody is ever considering going to John A. Logan, I would, in a heartbeat, tell them to go, because with that guy being the head coach and in charge of everything, that's where you want to be. And not only him, but Coach Mo and Coach Wicks over there as well. They're great baseball minds, just great to be around, guys that are going to push you every single day. Again, I can't say enough good stuff about those guys. They're the best.
Yeah, and of course you ended up at John A. Logan because you had such lofty numbers in high school. I'm sure that they were impressed with your play in Centralia at the high school level because, again, you put up some big numbers there. For a career, you had a batting average of .386 for the Orphans, scored 95 runs, and had 22 doubles for a career, 5 home runs, 58 RBIs, stole 49 bases. That's pretty impressive. So I'm sure that Logan was happy to have you out of high school.
Yeah, I was happy to be there. Yeah.
And then you mentioned that you got to play for the Thrillbillies there, the Prospect League team in Marion this summer. Talk about that experience.
That was a great time. And I was fortunate to have Coach Mo as a head coach there. So it was good to have him for a little bit longer. And just overall, it was a great experience. Just getting to switch to the wood bat, learn how to adjust to that. It was a good experience. And the road trips were fun with the guys. You get to meet new dudes from just all other schools. Like, it's a great experience. And it was nice that I had some guys from Logan there that I already knew. So we got to grow in relationship with those guys and the other dudes who I wasn't familiar with before.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I don't know how much your dad has talked to you about his playing days in high school or college, but your dad, Derek, was a pretty good baseball player too. He really
I have heard he doesn't like talking about it, but I hear it from other people that he was a dude.
Well, let me just tell you what a dude he was. He's a member of the Hall of Fame at Quincy University. He had a career batting average of .383 at Quincy, which helped put him in the Hall of Fame. And I believe he still holds some records up there at Quincy. So some pretty good genes there, I'd say, in the Harlan family.
Get it from him and my mom for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think Derek played middle infield, and of course you're a middle infielder yourself, so that hand-eye coordination kind of goes into play there. That's cool. Yeah. Well, talk about the initial visit down to coastal Carolina. I'm sure you went down there with your family to kind of take it all in and visit them, and because they had shown interest in you from your play at Logan. So walk us through that visit down there and what that was like, and when it was that you knew that was the place.
Yeah, I mean, just from the beginning, it's a great area. You're in Conway, which is right next to the beach. It's palm trees everywhere, so obviously that catches your eye first. But as you go into campus, you pull up at this massive baseball field that has the Chanticleer logo on the outside, and like you immediately know, like, wow, this place is about baseball. And so obviously that's the initial stun of just like, wow, this is awesome. But as the coaches were taking me around, I got to meet almost every single coach on staff, and I didn't get a bad vibe from a single one of them. They were all super personal, down-to-earth guys, and just people you want to be around and are easy to talk to. So obviously that's nice whenever you can have a good relationship with the coach. And their facilities are top-notch, great indoor facility. Their field's beautiful. They're actually getting it redone right now. But honestly, just the whole day kind of added on together. I was kind of waiting for like a turn-off, like a red flag, but to be honest with you, I didn't get a single one. So
wow.
I walked out of there just kind of in awe of the whole day. And obviously, so later in the week, I had to go to Arizona. So I was trying to go into that with an open mind, but I couldn't get past Coastal and just what it was like down there. It just felt right.
Well, that's neat. So you made the visit to Conway, South Carolina, to Coastal Carolina University, and everything seemed positive. Then you go to Arizona, but yet you just knew that Coastal Carolina is where you wanted to be.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow, that is really cool. Their mascot, it's very unique. Their nickname, their mascot, you mentioned it already. The correct pronunciation is it the Chanticleers? Is that it?
Chanticleers, yes, sir.
Chanticleers, yeah. That's very unique. For those people who don't know, that's a particular rooster, which is known for its dominance in the barnyard, I guess they say. So it's supposed to be very fierce and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I don't know of any other Chanticleers out there. That's pretty unique, and so everybody's got a C on their cap for that. And so that'll be cool. But, yeah, you're right. That stadium there, I've seen some overhead views of the stadium there. That's Springbrook Stadium, and I think it seats about 5,300 fans. But you said they're redoing it now, huh?
They're doing new turf along home plate. Their field's all natural, but along home plate and in the warning tracks, they're going to get new turf. So I think that'll be a nice step up from what they had. Yeah.
Well, in addition to that, seeing the facilities and meeting the coaches, and you said everything seemed right. Got a picture of you holding the national championship trophy that they won from 2016. How did that feel, sitting there holding that national championship trophy with a Coastal Carolina uniform on?
I'm going to first mention that I was scared to death I was going to drop it. but when I had the uniform on holding a trophy, I mean, all I could think about is, man, what if I could, hold a trophy from whenever I was playing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And so that's obviously the goal. Everybody wants to get to Omaha and win, but I mean, being able to hold a national championship trophy, it just gives me hope that, maybe here in the next couple of years I'll be able to hold one of my own.
Yeah. So they make it all the way to the championship in the Baseball World Series this past year, and they come up just a little bit short to LSU. But if I'm not mistaken, I think that was the first year for the coach there at Coastal Carolina. Is that right?
I think it was his first year as a head coach.
Yes, first year as the head coach. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So what an accomplishment! Your first year out of the gate. That's really impressive. Yeah. Well, I assume middle infield is what you're looking to play there at Coastal Carolina. Just looking to try to find a spot on the roster, right?
100%. Yeah. I mean, the goal is to stick in the middle infield, but I mean, if I have to move around, I will. I'm flexible, so wherever they need me, I'll go.
Mm-hmm. And when you get to that level, when you get to the Division I level, everybody's good, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%. And that's something I knew going in. Like they might say, we're wanting you to play right away, but you can't just let that take over your mind. Like you got to realize there are 2-3 other guys who are competing for your position who they're dudes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody is just going to give you anything. So I mean, everything has to be earned just through hard work and just producing. So I'm not going in thinking it's just going to be handed to me. I know I'm going to have to go put in the work and produce.
Right. Again, you batted .391 this past year for John A. Logan. That's some pretty impressive numbers. Not too many guys approach 400 like you did. Talk about your approach at the plate, Cruz, when you go up there. Are you looking for a particular pitch? Are you just trying to make good, solid contact? What's the mindset when you step up to the plate?
Yeah, I mean, I just go up there, and to start everything off, I've just got to clear my mind, understand it's me versus the pitcher. And from whenever I step in the box, like I just try to simplify everything. Obviously, we have scouting reports, so we know what guys like to throw early on in counts. So depending on the pitcher, I'll have that. But I want to be as simple as possible. I want to be ready early, so a fastball won't beat me. But whenever I'm ready early, I'll also be able to see spin. So I'm just hunting aggressive in my zone early. I don't want to get behind in counts because when you get behind, it's obviously for me, my stat was like early in the season, whenever I got to 2 strikes, I was like a 60% strikeout rate. So in the middle of the season, I had to work on staying out of those 2-strike counts and, working mine early and being aggressive. So once I figured that out, it started clicking a little bit. I was able to simplify everything and just let it eat early in the count.
Mm-hmm. And you're not a super big guy, but you did hit 9 home runs this year for John A. Logan. But I'm sure when you hit those home runs, you're really not looking or trying to hit a home run. It's just good, solid contact, and the ball flies, huh?
Yeah, 100%. And that starts in my BP rounds. I'm just trying to, again, simplify everything. I try to keep everything on a low line to the opposite field. And whenever I'm hitting with my buddies, that's what I tell them. Like, if you can simplify everything, those balls in BP that are, low line, backspun, like those turn into home runs in the game. So that's what I had to keep in mind. Like, whenever you try to hit a home run, you're more than likely going to strike out or roll over. So
yeah.
What if you can simplify it and just trust your hands and let them work? Those balls that you roll over, those turn into home runs.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that one of the things that Coastal Carolina liked about you, too, besides your offense and your defense, is probably your speed because, again, you stole 26 bases this year for John A. Logan, and I mentioned earlier you stole 49 while you were in high school at Centralia. So talk about your mindset when you get on the base pass. How are you able to steal the bases like you do? Are you stealing those off the pitcher, or are you stealing those off the catcher, or is it a combination?
Yeah, I mean, our coach, he gives us all the signs, but he's always getting times, pop times, how long it takes a pitcher to get a home plate. So he has a good feel on when to give me the steal sign, and I trust him. So if he tells me to steal, I'm going. But I'm going off the pitcher, off his leg lift. I'm going to trust my lead. I'm going to try to be aggressive because I don't think if I'm at 11 to 12 feet, like I can get back anytime. So if I can get to 11 to 12 feet, I think I have a good chance to steal every single time. And whenever I got down there, I had never really been able to steal third base, but Coach Soup's vault system that we have at second base helped tremendously. I had never stole third, and I want to say I probably had 10 stolen bases to third, just based off of what he taught us and how to vault at second. So
wow.
He was a big help in all that.
Wow, that's outstanding. Yeah, that's great. That's great. If you were to take a look at your own game, your own baseball game, what would you say would be some areas that you would want to improve upon? Because, I mean, you're putting up some incredible stats, but if you had to improve on any part of your game, something that you want to work on the most, what would you say it is?
Honestly, it's my arm strength. That's something that I don't want to hold me back. You know, obviously my goal is to stay on the left side of the infield as long as possible. So whenever I, field a ball deep in the hole, I want to be able to show off my arm and show that I can get it there on a line and not have to, rainbow or one hop with the guy at first. So that's something that I feel like I'm maybe mediocre at, is my arm strength. And I think if I can get that up a little bit, then I have a good chance to stick on the left side of the infield.
Everybody likes to have a cannon, don't they? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
When you get down to Coastal Carolina University there, what do you feel like you're going to be majoring in? What's the goal there? Marketing. All right.
Yep.
Good deal. Good deal. Have you had a chance to look around much at Conway yet to really see what the community and city is like there?
We haven't looked around much. We did go into town on the visit, and we ate. And it's a beautiful town. It's nice. It's apparently during Christmas time, it's like the top-rated town for like lights. Mm-hmm. So I guess they do it right down there. So I'm excited to get down and just see what it's all about. Yeah.
Well, it seems like the Harlan boys love to go to the East Coast because your brother Brooks went to Duke on a running scholarship, and now here you are going to the East Coast to Conway, South Carolina to play baseball. So Mom and Dad going to be making some more trips to the East, aren't they?
They sure are. They sure are.
All right. Hey, anything else you want to add that you'd like to share with people out there? This is an exciting time for you. I just want to leave it open and give you a chance to say anything else you'd like to say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing I really have to say is just I want to shout out my coaches at John A. And Coach Soup especially. He helped me through this whole process through the summer. It was a quick 2 weeks of this recruiting period, and I mean, he was making phone calls every single day for me. And without him, I mean, this probably wouldn't have worked. So again, I want to shout him out because he was gracious enough to me to help me through this whole thing.
Mm-hmm. That's great. I'm sure he hates to see you go with the kind of player that you were, but at the same time, it's also nice for his recruiting, too, to be able to say that, hey, we had a guy come through our system here, he learned in our system, and now he's going to be playing for the team that just got second in the nation at Coastal Carolina. So that says something, too. So that's important.
Yeah, 100%. He's real selfless. He's not about himself. He's about other people, and I think it just shows a lot about him.
Yeah. Well, Cruz, we're real happy for you. I know all of Southern Illinois is excited to see what you're doing, and we're all going to be pulling for you and watching what you're able to do out there at Coastal Carolina. And I know you're going to get out there and you're going to work hard and going to give it your best, and can't wait to see what things transpire down there at Coastal Carolina, and maybe we can visit again in the future, all right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Appreciate your time, Cruz, and good luck to you, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.